Alrighty, sorry to keep you all waiting for another 20 minutes, but I really needed to get this done because I had another long day today. Not only that, but I had to get prepared as well, which also took quite a bit of time. But I am finally ready. I am finally ready to play this game tonight, and hopefully it is gonna be interesting. I hope. So I'm finally back from my trip, as promised. I don't know how many of you guys are still awake at this part of the night. I really wish I could have started early, but like I said many times before, unfortunately I can't because of scheduling and the work schedule that I gotta deal with. But anyway, it is good to see you all again, and what we're going to do is we are going to do Final Fantasy today. And it's a big update, by the way, for those of you that have not played Final Fantasy in a while. So there's a big update that you got to download. And yeah, I can actually play Dawn Trail now. Oh, well, before I continue, before I jump into Final Fantasy here, I just want to say thank you all once again for continuing to support this little show of ours for the last 3+ years. I wish the audience would be more, but we gotta work with what we have. So anyway, before we start, I got something to quickly show off here. So yeah, here you go. Let's get started here momentarily because we got a lot of ground to cover. So yeah, welcome back everybody. Again, my apologies for making you guys wait 20 minutes, but I had to get the video done, this little short update video, and yeah, thank you once again to 9098's continued generosity. I got Dawn Trail, but unfortunately I'm not even close to Dawn Trail. Not even close. So, but I do have the 2 new jobs that I can finally try out, which we are going to be doing here momentarily. But before going to Final Fantasy, I did do some wish listing, and I did check out some other casual games that we could do. And those other games are... We could possibly try Veil VR. I've been trying to see if there's any other VR games out there besides VR Chat and Phasmophobia that could be decent to play. There is Veil VR, which apparently is on sale, which is convenient. But I'm not sure if that game is worth it or not, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And if it's not worth it, I just uninstall it. Grocery Store Simulator. Besides Goat Simulator 3, Grocery Store Simulator. Apparently this is on co-op, and apparently it's a decent game. It has multiplayer, so I don't know. It could be fun with friends, but I don't know. Multiverses will try to get into back at some point. Crime Boss, and many more games. But unfortunately, I can't talk too much though. But long story short, I would like to try out more VR games. Maybe Veil will be decent, but the Grocery Store Simulator, oh boy, that'll be very decent. That'll be very interesting. Besides the Goat Simulator. I remember seeing the Goat Simulator games many years ago, but I never played them. But anyway, our main focus right now is Final Fantasy, like I said before. So here we go. We're finally gonna do this game, finally. Speaking of which, let me make sure that I don't have any background music running. Okay, good. So, I'm not close to Dawn Trail yet. But we can do, what we can do though, is we can head back to 2 starting cities in particular to try out the new jobs. Get those done, just 1 quest, and then we can do the MSQ finally. So, here we go again. Let me just double check my background music. Hopefully the background music is not too loud. So when it comes to the new jobs in Dawn Trail, you need to have the Dawn Trail expansion even if you're not level 90 yet, unfortunately. And yeah, you need to get the level 90 expansion. You need to get the Dawn Trail expansion even if you're not there yet, and you can actually unlock this job through 2 ways. One is in Ul'dah and one is in Limsa, which are 2 starting cities, or one of the few starting cities. Also, I did another quick change to my character. I decided to get rid of my headgear so that you can see the character's full face, because the hair actually looks decent now. Yeah, before the hair On most characters, they look like cardboard cutouts, or looks like a cereal box or something. But anyway, this word weaver is the first job we're gonna do. So yes, this is the Viper. Oh, this is not the Pictomancer. This is the Viper, the soul of the Viper. And apparently it starts at level 30. Alrighty. So here we go. We are gonna do this. So we're gonna check out the Viper. And thankfully, these two new jobs, you do not have to be level 80 or be in level 80 areas. So anyway, let's do this. You are an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of bother over at the Weaver's Guild. Maybe we could use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? That is what level 80 quest music sounds like. Oh boy, it's gonna be a while before I reach that. Anyway, I can't wait to get to the later expansions. Now it's gonna be another, what, 2 or so years before the next expansion comes out. I hope I will reach Dawn Trail by the time I'm done grinding everything here. I really need to catch up. Weaver's Guild. Oh, you remember that new patch? One of the things they can do is you can get rid of NPCs that are... You can get rid of random players that are near an NPC, so that you can easily have no problem clicking on them. So that's a pretty nice quality of life change. Good evening to you, stranger. I was hoping you might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rougher around the edges. Someone who's seen his fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey is worth hunting in these here parts? And have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise. I don't understand why this fella is being so difficult. All I'm asking for is the outfit I ordered and the name of some critters worth killing. I love the emotions. Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Tural, a big old continent on the other side of the salt west of here. Some of the ship's crew call it the New World, but there ain't nothing new about it. No, sir. There, you'll find my village, home to the ancient art of the Viper. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. So it's sort of like the samurai. The thing is, all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckon it was high time I got me a new getup, bespoke and all. Fascinating, I'm sure. But what do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? 'Cause how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code, and how we Vipers do business. And this clerk is annoyed. It appears the Weavers Guild doesn't need any fiends, or Weavers prefer more conventional than compensation. That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead? Payment commensurate with the skill and materials required. In Gil, preferably. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. But surely your countrymen trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you Vipers are so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Isn't that a burn? Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, usually rely on the elders to deal with artisans and the like. Which is to say I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums. So be it. If your only form of payment is the slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in Eastern Tenderland reports that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scaleskin, never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since. Scaly? Lot of heads? Alright, you got yourself a deal. Deal? Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still, I'd hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favor of you, friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attends to the creature as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called Viper at work will be an enlightening experience. The name's Kishka. Pleasure to meet you. I probably did not pronounce that properly. The creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you to begin there. By the way, the graphics are a nice improvement, by the way. I did reduce my FPS to 75. Simply because I did notice my GPU usage going really high in some areas and some cutscenes. So putting the FPS down to 75 seems to be like a sweet spot. Kind of like Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy also has a 75 FPS cap. So this seems to work pretty good on my favor. So we're gonna finish these two jobs first, and the MSQ will begin. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, ready to hunt? Also, this is my first time back here. What's that look for? Oh, let me guess. You want to ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction. No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we gotta do is track down the beast, which is a Viper specialty. Once again, the game is very well optimized. Make sure you limit your FPS and you'll be fine. It went after the traders carrying tailors' materials. Bolts of cloth and whatnot don't sound none too tasty to me. So I'm guessing it's the merchants themselves the beast had its eye on. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals. Scents carry on the wind, so you gotta consider the positions of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter has made its lair after you've done all that. This is well optimized. Everything looks so much better. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best. That's that. So, you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you are intrigued. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Tural Vidral? Nope. Thought not. Well, they are a rare breed of beasts that wields all kinds of powers they got no right having. A threat to every other living thing that has the temerity to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Tural. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's got to hunt the Tural Vidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. If you're interested, I can teach you. On one condition. You'll help me hunt down a Tural Vidral that has made its way to Erzia. What do you say? Hell of a thing to ask out of the blue. I know. Just think on it some, will you? Let's head on back to Old and tell the Weaver fella we're square. The journey will give you time to consider my offer. Everything looks so much better. The terrain, the grass. Look at the grass. It's so much better. And not to mention the textures on the ground are so much better. It doesn't look like cardboard cutouts like before. Yep, and I like the fact that the game does do quick travel for us, which is nice. And I have everything, I have all the graphic settings maxed out. So as long as you have the FPS cap, you'll be fine. I have like multiple background programs running right now, and I have no problems whatsoever. I did notice that even the FPS cap at 90 was not enough, because I did notice my GPU like going into the 90% utilization. So I decided to lower the FPS a bit to 75, and that seems to be the sweet spot. Thankfully, this is not a shooting game where you need the most FPS possible. So yeah, that's basically it. All right, so we need to be a level 80. We have something. Can we be a sage? Can we be a sage and level that up? Nope. Well, I guess we have to be a paladin. It's the only thing we have. Sure, let's be a paladin. Get an easy level up. I just gave our Weaver friend the good news, and he handed over this set of fancy duds as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So, about my offer. You ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beast that ever lived? Yes. I remember this. A mighty fine answer. I'll make a Viper of you. Just see if I don't. First order of business, let me give you this here soul crystal. It contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times from one generation of Vipers to the next. Assuming you've got the knack for it, our skills can be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fellow took your measurements by eye or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple spares I had handy. Try it all on for size, and let me get a good look at you while you're at it. And that's it. The music gets better. Okay, so here we go. We're finally a Viper, and we've already run out of space. Yep, I ran out of space. Ran out of space for my buttons. So we gotta get rid of, speaking of which, how the heck do I add... How do I switch to my job? How do I switch to my job? I forgot how to do that. It's been a long time since I had to do this. How do I switch jobs again? How do you switch jobs? This is like a very simple thing to do, and I've already forgotten. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't remember. Clicking on it doesn't do anything. I should remember how to do this. I should remember how to do this. I don't. When you don't do something for a very long time, this is what happens. Oh boy. This is a very simple thing to do, by the way. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a bit embarrassing, but I don't remember how to change my job. Been a long time since I had to do this. Gear set list. Wait a minute. I can't. Wait a minute. I think this is it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I remember. I think I remember. Change your class. I need to change my... Oh my god. This is a simple thing that... I need to Google it. This is what happens after you don't play this game for long. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. Oh my god, I have to look this up. Okay, so we need to add a new gear set. Oh god. I don't remember this at all. Okay. Okay. Yep. How do you switch gears again? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I believe that's the gear that we need. Oh boy. This is so simple, and I don't remember how to do this. Okay, weathered snakebite boots. Oh, I think I know now. You need to be a DPS. Yep. Delete set. Recurve. Oh boy. Okay, we need to unequip everything. We need to unequip everything. Okay, unequip everything. How do you change your flicking class to vibe? I feel so silly that I don't know how to do this. Yep. Oh, the... Why didn't I do this earlier? Okay. Now that we got this dealt with. Okay, now we're just gonna do a quick glamour plate. Okay, now I feel so silly for not knowing this sooner. But this is what happens when you don't do this for a long time. Okay, HUD layout. Let's okay, let's put that there. Okay. Next thing we gotta do is, oh. We need to get rid of 2 jobs here that we don't need. Suit. We need to add, hold on. Do I have any available menus? I have a cross hotbar, but I don't think that's wise. Okay, I might as well, okay, let's do this. Okay, that's 1 job down. 1 job down, 1 more to go, and we're gonna go to the Black Shroud for this. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Black Shroud because that's where the other new job is. There we go, let's do this. Here we go. Just like I expected, the GPU utilization did go up a little bit here. But I'm just happy that I'm getting 60 plus FPS. Okay. Oh. So the Black Shroud definitely has the other new job, but I don't remember where though. There it is, the other new job. The Joy of Pictomancy. Everything does look a bit sharper, which is what I'm happy about. Everything looked everything looked like a cereal box, sort of. The textures were not detailed, but I'm glad that this game did get an overhaul, which is really nice. Excuse me. Cheerless Hearer. Here we go. Try to help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Forgive me my rambling, but please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I haven't. Is something amiss? Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Grenadier. The palm pest's been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you'd be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you're the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still loitering in the Ether Plaza, if my tale has piqued your interest. Okay. Can't wait to go to the MSQ again once these two new jobs have been settled. So, this new Pictomancer job, what is it like? I don't know. Oh boy, what are we in for? Hi Lethal, welcome back. Lethal, I didn't forget about those other games that we play, Lethal, like Balloons, but I've just been very, very busy. So, Lethal, do you like fan service? So, Lethal, if you like fan service, Final Fantasy may be something you'll like. Maybe. By the way, they did a huge overhaul. This MMO that I play, they got a huge overhaul. It basically entertains the audience in a particular way. If you got time to Google, just write down anime fan service. That gives you like a general idea what that means. But anyway, this game got a huge overhaul on facial textures, hair, and the environment. It's really great. You there, Kupo? How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. No one's gonna believe that? No one's gonna believe that? Really? Oh. Oh, Koopa nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? It could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about Pictomancy? Truly? Fan service. Hooray! Hooray! The name's Kupo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you. Kupo. I am the inheritor of Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago, in the disk of the 5th Astral Era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions of the caster's will. Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. So yeah, Lethal, I don't know if this MMO is going to pique your interest, but it's good to see you again, Lethal, and I'm glad to be back. So I forgot to add that earlier. So I will try to do more Balloons and among other games. I know the finals did get an update, but not enough, unfortunately. I have not played The Witcher 3, but unfortunately I'm spoiled. Like, I know exactly what happens in that game. So unfortunately playing Witcher 3 is not worth it, really. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, Lethal, but I know exactly what's gonna happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen in Witcher 3 because I remember seeing that game come out years ago. I didn't have the computer to run that game at the time, so I watched playthroughs of it. So, unfortunately, if that game got gifted to me now, I cannot play it. There's no point on playing that game when I know what's gonna happen. Oh boy, was this a while ago? Never mind. But yeah, but speaking of other games for like a little bit, Lethal, Grocery Store Simulator. It's a co-op game. I know there's another grocery store game in Steam, but this one apparently is a bit decent because it has co-op. So who knows if this will be decent or not. There's also Veil VR as well. Hopefully this game is decent, but I don't know. But Grocery Store Simulator would be very fun to try. Yeah. So, I don't know if you like Payday, Lethal, but Crime Boss Rocky City, that's decent. Although you need to have a huge hard drive space to be free. Void Crew you might like, I don't know. Void Crew is a space game that you might like, Lethal. The game is very small in file size. Sea of Thieves you might enjoy, maybe. I'm not sure about Gray Zone, but I'm going to revisit that game soon. I didn't like Payday 2, but apparently Crime Boss Rocky City is decent. Yeah, Crime Boss Rocky City is kind of like Payday, but it does its own thing. Multiversus, hopefully the new update of Multiversus does fix some things. The finals is still more or less the same with the updates, unfortunately. But anyway. By challenging Aether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. So yeah, Lethal, the reason why I'm playing this MMO, Lethal, is because it's the only MMO I have time for. Plus, this game has a huge graphics overall. I don't know how much you were watching on the previous sessions that I did on this game, but this game just released our new expansion, like more content and all that stuff, but everything in the graphics department does look a lot better. The textures on people's faces and the hair is a lot better. Look at the background, Lethal. I don't know if you noticed any difference on my character's face or the backgrounds, but it does look better overall. That's after 10 years of this MMO being out. The devs actually did a graphics update overall. It's amazing. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know. And that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Fictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. A gifted artist as well as a mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff, and wielded Aether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other. Kupo. Now, Realm was a charitable soul, and never, ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. No, I never played Red Dead Redemption. I know the games existed, but I never actually played them. I could give them a try, but I already got way too many single-player games to worry about, Lethal. Like, I still got Hogwarts Legacy that I have yet to play. I got Cyberpunk 2077, Lethal, that I haven't even touched yet. Cyberpunk 2077, Hogwarts Legacy. And a couple other games I still cannot get... It's not a simple on and off switch to go from one game to the other. It's not that simple. I wish it was simple. But you also gotta remember, I'm fighting against the limited free time that I have. I wish it was that simple. Now, this game does sort of have Red Dead Redemption 2's type areas in some sorts, but this is a fantasy game, so it's definitely not for everybody, but I think it's fun. But there are other co-op games that we do that you might like, Lethal, other than Multiverses that I just mentioned, like Void Crew, Starship Troopers. I don't know if you like Starship Troopers, but it can be decent. So, how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a realm reborn? Okay, I see what you did there, game. I see what you did there. So yeah, Lethal, I don't know if you're into the fantasy genre, especially for an MMORPG, but this game has a lot of fantasy. It may be for you or not. Who knows? The facial textures look a lot better too. Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I only have one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Carline Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Yes, this game has a lot of silly stuff and goofy stuff, Lethal. I'm not sure if this is something for you, but it can be fun. By the way, I don't know if you noticed any difference based on what you saw the last time, but they did overhaul everything in this game. It is complicated, Lethal. I went into this game not knowing anything about MMOs, Lethal. I know nothing about MMOs. All these hotbars that I have here, it just makes it more simple for me to switch from one job to the other. There's so many different menus in this game that you need to get used to. But in my honest opinion, this is one of the more beginner-friendly MMOs out there. This is not like World of Warcraft. At least the community in this game is not toxic. So this is something that I already spent 800 hours in, and yeah. And by the way, Lethal, if this helps, I can turn off the HUD and you can look at the environments. And listen to the music, by the way. Let me make the music a little louder, since I can barely hear it. Yeah, it's a fantasy game, Lethal, so you got forest environments, you got city environments, you got some Red Dead Redemption looking areas. And by the way, that's what a character's face looks like. If you've ever seen any anime before, you'll notice the same here with some of the characters. Or other players, by the way. Thankfully, this MMO is free. I have not seen that one. This Final Fantasy XIV game is technically free on Steam. This game requires you to pay a subscription per month. But at the very least, you can try this game on a free trial version to see if this game is for you or not. Because at least the people for this game and some other MMOs are nice enough to let you try this game for free before you spend any money. MMOs are definitely not for everybody. All the other action games that I play, Lethal, like Rainbow Six Siege, the finals. I try to get other people to play them, but not everybody's going to agree with me. So, if some people like to jump on board for them, great. If not, not much you can do. But the environments here are the environments for this MMO is definitely what keeps you entertained. There's a huge overhaul on everything in this game. The environments, the atmosphere is really amazing for a fantasy game like this. So I'm just doing this NPC quest here just to get the job unlocked. Ah, there you are. By the way, there are voice cutscenes in some occasions, but not all. But yeah. Anyway, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an internet mogul. Cooper. I haven't a guild to my name, either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits. But we can avail ourselves of a table. Look at the lighting. Ahem. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced. Cooper, let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? I'm the Adventurer. It's a fine name. Well met. Right. We're on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? Defender of the weak and champion of the realm. Of course, we're gonna be heroic. Oh, to declare with such pride. You must be motivated to help others indeed. You have the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer. And moving along to the next question. How would you rate your artistic abilities? My stick figurines are second to none. Well, I, for one, think stick figures are wonderful. As is your honest answer. You'd be pleased to know that Pictomancy relies more on one's imagination than their artistic abilities. So don't fret about your egregious lack of the latter. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle. Fluffiness and fun. Ah yes, from the fluffy fur to the merry mannerisms. I can fairly see the Moogle in your mind, wheeling winsomely in the air. Yours is a rich imagination, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble, what do you do? Help them without question, ask questions later. I didn't expect any other answer. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example when you approach a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches? Oh dear, that's rather disheartening. But that isn't about me. What's important is that you are not one to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you passed my interview with flying colors. I'm certain you will bear our legacy admirably. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I have not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if you hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. If you're still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word. Yeah, those things are Moogles, by the way, Lethal, if you're still there. It's a Final Fantasy thing. They're adorable. So, you still wish to be Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition? Yes. Then, as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. And to help you get started, I prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits. Pictomancer, we just unlocked the job just by doing the quest. So, now we just need to get rid of, okay, I need to get rid of that. So, I need, there's a lot of different menus here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I need to assign that. Yeah, there's a lot of different menus in this game. That's something that you have to get used to. But honestly, if you're not gonna get into this game, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you are willing to get into this game, with the limited free time that I have, I can help. But there are also other people in this game that I can help. I did help Knight as well, but unfortunately, he's not playing this game right now because he got into a bit of issues. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna add a gear set here. I'm gonna add another gear set here, and let me just add another one here, and Soul of Pictomancy, where is it? Oh, gotta add that. Oh, because you need to have the weapon for it. Yep. Where is the Pictomancer? There we go. That's fine. I'm just going through the motions here. Give me a second. I need to add... Okay. Let me just unlock... Okay. We're basically painting a canvas. Oh, that's so nice. Alright, give me a second here. I'm gonna do... HUD layout. Let me just change that. There you go. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot to add... Okay. There you go. I got all the new jobs added. Which I have to now reorganize. And now I gotta reorganize everything here. So I gotta reorganize all the abilities that I have here. So they added this new job here, and I'm just trying to figure it out now. Okay, I think I got it all figured out now, I think. Anyway. So this thing here as well, get rid of these jobs. Okay. Okay, need to put that there. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out where these things should go. Maybe put that there. Maybe put that there. Needs a hammer. I have no clue, but I'll just do this later. we paint a freaking canvas. Sort of like the closest thing to a Bob Ross. You have a freaking canvas. Okay, that's freaking adorable. So here we go. We are finally gonna do the MSQ finally. Alright, so we're gonna go and finally do the MSQ that we've finally been waiting for. And I need to drink my coffee. I really need a drink. So yeah, Lito, in this game, you can be a tank, healer, or DPS. This pick the master thing that I just did, you literally have a pallet and a brush as your weapon. Literally. Yep, you literally have that as a weapon. Yes, there's a fat cat, yes. You literally have a fat cat. There are so many fantasy stuff you can do in this game. So it will take a while to get used to the stuff in this game that has to offer. But if you're willing to put the time, Lethal, it can be fun. But again, it really depends on you. Oh, eat the fat cat. That'll be a very decent meal. But look at that freaking fat cat. Also, you can also have a tall mount like this we can ride around. It's basically a Dalmel. You can also ride a Dalmel. It's a fantasy game. I mean, yeah. Surprisingly easy, Lethal. Unless you pay money for it, or you just play the game, or somebody gives you these minions for free. Yeah, some people in this game, especially community members, don't mind giving away minions for free. Like, hold on a second. There are so many different minions you can have in this game. Yes, these are actual pictures of the minions. It'll look a bit different when you spawn them, but there's so many different minions you can have here. They're all cutesy. Most of them are very cutesy. That's what this Final Fantasy game is all about. It's just cute. And fan service. Again, there's so many things in this game that you'll get used to. It really depends on you if you want to learn them or not. I went into this game not knowing anything about MMOs. The game does slowly open up to you with all the features and the MMOs and stuff. So if you're willing to take your time, the game will reward you. Control spacebar. There you go. You can also swim underwater, but this is only in a specific part of the game that's available. I haven't done combat with this thing yet, but it's so freaking. But it's already promising. But yeah, Lethal. If you're not sure. There is a free trial version of this game on Steam. So you can download the game for free and see if it's for you. You don't have to do this game by yourself. You can do it with other people. House of the Fears. By the way, Lethal, there are other games that I'm willing to try at some point. Like I said earlier, hopefully this grocery store simulator game is decent. Because it's a co-op game, you can mess around, and it's pretty cheap. There's also Goat Simulator and Vale, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Starship Troopers. You said you like first-person shooters. I don't know if you probably played Starship Troopers with us. I don't remember, but this game you'll enjoy, and it's also 9 gigabytes on when you download it on Steam. It's not cheap, but it's a fun casual game. So yeah, it's really nice. It's a fun game in my opinion. So yeah, right now in this game, I'm just doing the single player story, which they call the main scenario quests. So that's what I'm doing right now. You're downloading this game? This game? Okay, just to give you a heads up, so this game is like 60 gigabytes or 90 gigabytes big, just to let you know. When you do launch this game, hold on a second, just to give you a heads up, Lethal, I'm gonna let you know where I'm in. So yeah, Lethal, when it comes to the North American data center, that's where I'm playing this game right now. I'm playing in the North American data center right now. The one I'm in right now is Adamant Toys, but unfortunately cannot create a new character right now because it is congested. But eventually they do free up the space for these worlds eventually, because the new expansion just came out. So as long as you're in North America, as long as you're in a North America data center, I think you'll be fine. But here's the thing though, Lethal. You have to make a choice. If you want to play this game with me, you have to be in North America. But this game does have an Oceanian data center available. So this game does have an Oceanian data center as a Japanese data center, because this is a Japanese game, by the way. So there's also European, but yeah, North America is where I'm at, and the world that I'm in is called Adamant Toys, but unfortunately it's not available. But there are other worlds here that you can create for free, so I can at least give the game a try if you want to try it today or tomorrow. You can pay real money to switch this world here from Dynamis to here, but this game does have a world. This game does have a data center travel, but they have temporarily disabled because again, the new expansion just came out. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to travel from Kushuelen World Instance to Adamant Toys, where I'm at, you can do that. But right now, it's temporarily disabled because of the new expansion. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. So I did tell Knight the same thing when he got this game in the first place. Unfortunately, he kind of got screwed over because of the account or whatever happened there. But anyway. So anyway, what we're going to do is let's try to do some of the main scenario quests and do the main scenario quest here. So this main scenario quest is basically a single player story. Kind of like Red Dead Redemption or the other games that you play. Except that this is how you do the game. Except this is how you experience the story. So if you don't remember where to go for your main story, you click on this and the game reminds you where to go. The Stubborn Remainder. Okay. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hian commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me to learn the For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together. Let us go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gusetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you, if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Okay, just a quick travel. I'm gonna turn off my... not gonna display headgear. Alrighty, so where is... Yugiri told me to wear this outfit. My legs haven't felt this light and airy in ages. Ah, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments given the covert nature of our activities. I should think my reasons obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. You are going to be our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but you think this is the best way to go about it? I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Okay. Rules of 4. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. And the environments in this game are great. And the UI and everything in this game, it's going to take some time to get used to. But as long as you got 60 FPS, that's all you need. You don't need like 120 FPS or anything like that in this game. Okay. Rice fields. In real life, you don't want to do this. Foreign peddlers? In I? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangsha that has fared any better. Once, I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Munzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Daryu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Okay. You, a merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a man of commerce and more a common sellsword. Give you your best impression of Hancock. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. And we gotta do that again. Give you your best smile, of course. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk our ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send us soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Alright, where's the last one? A traveling merchant. We'd meet perchance? Bah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yangsha, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Oh, okay, that was it? Okay. Okay, alright. Yeah, when it comes to MMOs, you pick one and you don't have time for anything else. I've seen these looks before. That same weary hopelessness. It's just like a la Gunna. What have you learned? Well, you see... Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They've been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hian to return. And without him... Yep. And we got some side quests to do. Oh boy. So, we got some side quests to do. 109. Alright, let's do the Black Mage then. Actually, no. I got a better idea. The Bard. Let's do the Bard. Every once in a while, the game gives you side quests like this. Just do them as soon as you get the chance. So we got some... Yep, we got some ether currents to do. A pest problem. Okay. So yeah, we got some bit of side quests to do. Yeah, these side quests are pretty straightforward. Just do these as soon as you get the chance, because you never know when you'll need this. Okay, yeah. So we got, at least these side quests don't take too long. They're not tedious like in the earlier game, like at level 0 to 50. Oh boy, those were rough. No combat? That's it? Okay. Okay, we're just basically helping do some errands. But it's actually not that bad. open the bird cage and free the house sparrows at the designated area. Oh, that's so freaking cute. That's so freaking cute. Oh, that's so cute. At least it's something different, you know? Not the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, these side quests you gotta do anyway, because it unlocks the ability to fly with your mount later in the game, which you will need. So you always gotta pay attention to your map. Okay, one more quest down here. There is... Yep, you gotta do these side quests here. So let's see what Fukata has to do for us. Okay. Oh, 6 locations. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, 6 locations. But then again, once you're done with all 6, you're done. Okay. Okay, do this. It's not the most tedious thing ever. I mean, after going to A Realm Reborn, which I really remember very well, this is a cakewalk by comparison. So we got 3 more. We got 3 more. Oh, I messed up. But the fact that this game looks so much better now, it's worth it. This is probably, I mean, I'm glad that this game improved a lot since 1.0. I never played 1.0, but after hearing so many stories and what this game was like back in the first days, oh boy, I would have hated it as well because it's just tedious to go through. What did I climb up here for no reason? Okay, 2 more to go. You gotta do these side quests. Okay, last one. Once you're used to how this game works, it's not that bad. Speaking of Aether Currents, This is Yangxia, so you still need to do like 4 more. No, 3. Still need to do 3 of these. Yeah, these aether currents that are in green, those are hidden around the map, or just certain parts of the map that you have to find. But honestly, I wouldn't worry about it until much later in the game. Alright, Fukata, we did your errands. Yep. Yep, we finished your errands. Let's move on to the main plot. Okay, so now we're gonna continue on with the main plot. So, what's happening now? Let us not yet lose hope, though the situation in Amai is bleak. Mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddles to the east. I'll have you asked to look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. So we got a little area here. Oh, there you are. So let's try out this Pictomancer and see how interesting it is. Hi, Nick. Hi. Hi, Knight. I'm just trying out this new job here. So, Knight, this new job called the Pictomancer, you literally are on an adventure with a freaking painting. You basically got a brush and a palette. Yep. That's what you get when you get Dawn Trail. But yeah, Knight, it's good to see you again, man. I don't know if I saw you try to play this game earlier. I don't know if it's you're still having the same issue, but you have to download it. So yeah, Knight, even if you get the subscription, I don't know if you did, but you have to download the update, which who knows how long it's gonna take. So after you get Dawn Trail, you have to download yet another patch, which again, I don't know how long it's gonna take for you to download. So the game is a bit bigger in file size because of the graphical updates. So yeah. Speaking of, oh, you still get the subscription again. Oh, yeah. But when it comes to, but it's nice. It's good to see you again, man. Oh, by the way, I just remembered something, Knight. I'm gonna be in Reno at the end of July. I don't know if I can drive at Reno, but that's where I'm gonna be this time around. So I'm gonna be at Reno this time, so yeah. Hopefully I get a chance to drive, because when I was in Laughlin a few days ago, there were only 2 rental car companies in the area, and all their cars were taken. So unfortunately couldn't make a drive anywhere. But yeah, grocery store simulator. I remember doing groceries. I remember working at a grocery store a long time ago. This seems to be a decent co-op game. I don't know if this is a decent game or not, but it apparently has co-op. So there is another grocery store game in the game called Supermarket, but I think this one is more decent. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. Yeah, and that whole subscription thing goes monthly, which is a big thing to consider. Yeah. But yeah, this Pictomancer job is very interesting. Supermarket is only single player, yeah, but I'm not sure if it's a good single player. But grocery store, the fact you can do co-op and mess around, amazing. Speaking of which, okay, yep, this Pictomancer, you literally are a hero with a paint and brush. With a brush. that is cute. Anyway, main plot continues. By the way, I almost forgot to mention this, but yeah. Crown Boss is a decent payday-like game. Multiverses, I haven't tried it yet, but hopefully the game is decent. So, my main complaint, Knight, that you mentioned is that the infinite combos that people can do to you, especially in 2v2. I'm not sure if it's any different in 1.06, but I'll give it a try as soon as I can. Yeah, Starship Troopers, a fun game that I already finished the grind for, so that's something I'll try to do when I'm in the mood. Grace and Warfare finally got a patch, but I'm not sure if the game is significantly better on fixing some of the issues, even though it's in pre-alpha. And I'm finally gonna spend more time on Sea of Thieves as soon as I can, because I definitely want to get my first ship in the game. Also, the finals. Not much changes there, unfortunately, despite some patches. First point, we finally got some issues fixed. I might try that soon, depending on my mood. But yeah, I'll try my best to do all these games. Even though I did mention that I'm only doing this game tonight, I might do it as a bonus. You never know. But yeah, that grocery game. Hopefully it's decent. I hope. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some from my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow, because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Just stay safe, okay? But yeah, that whole Reno trip is gonna be at the end of August, like July 31st or something like that for a few days. So I'm not sure if you got planned on that occasion, but yeah, that's basically the other time I'll be coming back to the States on something different. I'll be traveling with my mom. And by the way, yeah, this game is a bit of a tall thing to ask because of subscription, but you do get nice worlds here. But again, it really depends how far you want to go to support this game. But I think this game is worth the investment, which I finally got my mojo back to play this game. By the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but this game does look significantly better with the graphical overhaul that they did. This game is like over 10 years old, and they bothered to even update the graphics to this game. The characters do look a lot better too. The hairs and the facial textures, much improved. Okay, come on, get out of there. Oh yeah, and the community vote thing. I don't know if you're gonna be here this Saturday, but I did finally update those posts finally because I came back not long ago. Oh come on! I finally came back from that trip, so I've been trying my best to unwind and get back into it, you know. But I did finish the grind finally for this game, which did take a while. So nice to be back in the game. Golden Carnation. What's going on here? A hungry caterpillar. Okay. Nothing we cannot handle. Unfortunately, I could not see the fireworks at all. When I was over there, our flight left around 8 in the morning in Laughlin. The fireworks was gonna happen at nighttime, so unfortunately we couldn't see it because our return trip was before the fireworks. So I could not see it, unfortunately. But I can tell you, Laughlin was very hot. The temperature was like at 110 or so. 110 or so. Oof, it was hot. My mom did not take the heat very well. Even in the shade, you can still feel the heat. Although it felt nice to go into the swimming pool to cool off. That was really nice. But as soon as you leave the swimming pool, you feel the heat. Maybe it takes at least maybe a minute or two before you feel the heat again. Okay, and we got you some yellow wildflowers here. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me. I'm sure Mother and Father will meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path to the terraces. I'll show you. So yeah, and I don't know. So yeah, and I don't know if you have AC or fans going about, but the hotel that I was in obviously has AC. So I got a feeling of what the area is like without AC, and oh boy, I respect that anyone can live in the desert at that weather, and apparently it gets worse in August. Whew. And living in that weather, especially in the desert, whew, that's something you either get used to or you don't. Whew. Really rough. Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Oh, yes. I believe that entirely. I mean, look at my performance overlay here. Now, this is just normal operations. 83 degrees Celsius on my GPU. That's normal operations for this computer. It's not a bad thing. It's normal. And, yeah, and the hot weather is already not helping. So depending on how well AC'd your place is, yeah, one AC or whatever is not going to be enough. You need fans to get rid of the heat. Whew. Man, the heat. Now, I thought desert heat would be a bit more tolerable, but no. That is something completely different when you're in the desert. Yep, my mom could not live in the desert, she told me. Her back was burning. She probably would lose weight if she continued to live in the desert for at least a month. But yeah, oof. I believe that night, and apparently it gets worse in August. Is it true that in August it gets worse? Depending on which part of the desert you're in? Oh boy. Don't tell me about rain. Oh boy. No, don't tell me. You know, we didn't have any rain or any sandstorms, but I can only imagine what that's like. So we got ourselves a grave here. Yeah, this game, I already noticed a difference in graphics. It's amazing what the devs were able to do. Just improving the textures here. Oh my god, it's a huge difference. I limited the frame rate to about 75 because I noticed that my GPU was running really hard when I'm using background programs. So 75 was like a sweet spot. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Azami! Azami! Are you there? Azami! Bwaina, you should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from monsters. Brother, he even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. So yeah, Knight, remember, I think even if you didn't play Final Fantasy for very long, when you played it the first time, but you can see the difference. I'm playing this game on maximum graphic settings. And like I said earlier, I limited the frame rate to 75, but look how different the NPCs look. Monsoon season. But anyway, back to this game here. Look at the hair, look at the face. You can see facial detail, and look at the hair. It doesn't look like a cardboard cutout or like something out of a cereal box. That is a huge improvement. And the backgrounds also have more textures too. And the grass looks better too. They didn't have to, but I'm glad they did that. And it makes the game so much better if you spend your money on this, if you want to do that. But anyway, go back to the village now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report to the Imperials or anything stupid like that. But it's too dangerous for you to stay here. Danger's our middle name. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She said your parents are buried here. So she told, is she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd be burned the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if he dared to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they will return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. You want to fight the Imperials? Go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Yeah. I believe you, Knight. I even though I was not in Loftland for that long on during the summertime, I completely believe how difficult and challenging it is. We had the luxury of AC to deal with it, but without AC, I can only imagine. I can only imagine what that's like when you don't have the luxury of AC to do that. And what happens when there's a power outage and no AC or fans? I don't think I need to go any further with that. I bet some people had to deal with that issue. No power, no AC, no fans. Oh boy. Absolute challenge just to get through. What's wrong? Something happened? You're coming a good time, but we recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? Well, you see, we have a problem. I was not aware of these events. The boy, Issei, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Would Lord Yin have unforeseen this? That our people's spirits will be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Yeah. Yeah, so let's look at... Yep, we're gonna continue on... Okay, let's do the Black Mage next. Oh! Oh, look at this. We got more. We got more. You got more occurrence. Okay, we gotta do some, we gotta do some favors. $96. Oh, God. That's not much of a difference. Yep. Oh, boy. Yeah, even at nighttime, even though it is a bit cooler, but it's not enough. Yeah, I know. And moving is not that simple either, especially with how much resources you have, so I can't really blame you there. Where I live, it's, the weather is fine, but it also depends if you can deal with the winter. You can get very, very cold here, and you gotta deal with the snow. I'm not sure if that's something some people can handle, but at least you don't have to worry about the heat. I don't know which is worse. No, I don't blame you there, Knight. Here it's no different. Housing here is not much better either, in my opinion. Don't forget inflation. You have to pay more. You have to pay more. You have to pay a whole lot more in Canadian dollars than US. Yep, I'm gonna do these two side quests here all at the same time. Wow, this is quick. Alright, let's go to the other quest that we gotta do here. Speaking of heat, some places in this game I can imagine are very, very hot, but I will never really know which is the hottest, other than the obvious. I'm surprised this game is giving us all these aether currents right away for this one area. Very interesting. Oh, here we go, another one. Yeah, this aether current you need to unlock just to get the ability to fly. Okay, so where is this next one here? around this area there should be something. There should be something here. Oh. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Oh, we gotta confront the looters and kill them. Oh, funny how you mentioned that, because in the Philippines, it's very hot, but it's a way of life there, Knight. It's a way of life there, and there's AC and fans that people use to cool off, but it's not enough. But at least it's tropical, so it's not completely unbearable like desert heat. The Philippines is more or less like where you live, except it's hot all around the year. That's what I remember the most. It's easily 80 to 90 degrees every single day. Philippines, 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun comes up, and 6 o'clock, the sun goes down. Every single day. But it's humidity, though, so not sure if that's worse. That's something you gotta experience for yourself. And that was simple. But yeah, that grocery store again. I'm not sure if it's decent or not, but if it is actually fun, I don't mind doing that casually. I've been doing a lot of Starship Troopers extermination on my spare time. I did finally finish the grind for that game finally when it comes to the weapons, so I can now play that game just casually now. But I do find that game getting better, especially when it finally comes out of early access. It is much better. It is much more optimized now, but I do find that game more fun than Helldivers. And the game is much more straightforward. You don't have to worry about grinding to get all the best stuff in the game. It's actually much more simple than that, which is nice. So yeah, sometimes simple is more. Ooh, Texas. I don't know. Would you rather prefer Texas heat or desert heat? Yes. Well, we got them to give back the mugworts. Yes. Now we're gonna get this done. Alright, so we just gotta take care of one more thing. Yeah. Wow, this game still looks good even underwater. Amazing. This one is a bit of a long quest, but at least we're getting it done. Yeah, I'll try to get back to Hogwarts or Cyberpunk as soon as I can. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, it's not a simple on and off switch. I have to do it what my brain is telling me and what mood I'm in. It definitely would be easier if you had a huge audience, but yeah, you know, there's only so much I can do. Although I still have that sub goal present on the channel here. If people want to see me do Cuphead. I want to do Cuphead, at least one boss, and see if I can beat it. I'd rather play Cuphead than Elden Ring, because at least Cuphead doesn't take you as long to beat compared to Elden Ring. Yeah, we basically did some errands, so let's return to the mine. Yeah, if you go anywhere else that's not the desert, you'll be very grateful. Yep. One more main scenario quest to do, and that's it. Yeah, I just got one more main scenario quest to do, and we get to unlock the ability to fly here. Let's just go here and finish this. These environments are great. Yes, we got your stuff done. Yep. Okay, let's quickly travel back and finish this. 26,000 experience points. What do we have left? Yeah, one more main scenario quest to do for Yangxia. Wow, just one more. There's gotta be something we can do, right? We can't just give up and go home. Not after everything we've been through. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fears and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Either the winter or January or February, because that's where it's not as hot, obviously. Someone coming? I didn't hear anything. Behind me. They come from the south. Okay. Black mage. Okay, let's do a black mage. Hold on a second. Character configuration. Display headgear. There we go. Nice camera work. Imperials. I saw the grass pop in for a bit. Yugiri was able to hear all of that. Wow. Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line. Now. Everybody has a limit. Finally, I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import, so listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot, and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance, and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you will be free to return to your homes. I doubt that. I doubt that. That sounds too good to be true. Yep. The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a vainly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect. And lastly, you. That should suffice for now. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Gaming! Hi, Gaming. Welcome aboard, Gaming and everybody else. Oh my god. Are you guys playing Final Fantasy as well? Welcome aboard, you gaming yotes. Wait a minute. Those names sound familiar. Have we met before? Because I have a terrible memory of names. Hi, Gaming. I have a terrible memory of names. If we have met before, I don't remember. I remember Agnia, but I don't remember Gaming. Oh, terrible memory. I already took a lot of headache pills for the last few days. I don't know if it's a migraine, but I have been having a terrible headache for the last few days. Oh, thank you. Gaming, you should play with us sometime. I don't know if it's Little Company, or maybe Final Fantasy, or it's VR Chat, or... Yeah, I didn't forget about Little Company, by the way. I didn't forget. So thank you. I've heard that Little Company is probably updating, is going to get a new update with the company car and some other things. So hopefully that'll be refined before it actually comes out on Steam. But yeah. So yeah, welcome aboard, JJ. you know what's funny, Gaming? So Agdim, have you seen my Little Company videos? There's not many of them because I'm gonna be honest with you, Gaming. There's only so much you can do in Little Company. So for your raiders out there, welcome again. So when it comes to Little Company, there's only so much you can do in Little Company that I did find quote unquote funny. But I did have a few funny moments that I can show you. So if you raiders want to stay around, I'll show you after I finish this cutscene here. But yeah, Agnium and Gaming, I don't know if you guys are into MMORPGs or MMOs, but this is the only MMO that I'm interested in. This is kind of like World of Warcraft in a way where there's a paid subscription, but at the very least, this Final Fantasy game that I'm playing right now, at least you get to try it in a free trial. So if you're not sure about spending money on it, at least you get to try it for free. Because I'm going to be honest here, this is not like Little Company where it's casual. This is a completely different ball game, and it's not for everybody. But even if you're not into Final Fantasy or not, look at these graphics. This is a 10-plus-year-old game. So yeah, Gaming and Agnim and JJ, this is a 10-plus-year-old game. And this game got an overhaul. So JJ, I will show you Little Company, okay? I just have to finish this cutscene first. I am not a voice actor, not a professional voice actor, but I try to narrate. And look at the facial, look at the facial textures here and the backgrounds. Yeah, the graphical upgrade for this game has been amazing, Gaming. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of textures or details on the faces of characters in this game because everything looked washed up, and the hair, there was no textures at all on the hairs when it comes to NPCs or characters. It looked like a cardboard cutout, But now you can actually see detail. It doesn't look as bad as before. So I'm playing this game on maximum graphics with an FPS cap of 75. So I'll show it. So gaming. Yeah, so gaming. Did you play 1.0 of this game? It was really bad. So JJ, the original version of this game. Hold on a second, we have an ad break. I'll wait for a bit. Yeah, there's an ad in progress here, but hold on a second. I'll wait. Hold on, I'll wait. Hold on. We have a quick ad break here. I know I only set one ad every hour. Okay, the ad is over. Is the ad over for everybody? I only have one ad every hour. That's the bare minimum setting that I have. I had to set it up that way so that it's not gonna go off every 5 minutes. So gaming. To make a long story short, gaming, you have to walk all the way from point A to point B. That's how bad the original release of this game was. They basically copied another Final Fantasy game and thought it was easy to copy and paste it. It was bad. Plus, you couldn't jump. Let me say that again, gaming. You couldn't jump in the original version of this game. There was no jumping. And there was no quick travel either. So you had to walk all the way back and forth. You can imagine how tedious that gets. And not to mention the fact that the game wasn't even optimized either. That's just a few examples. The game looks good, but that's it. That's it. So yeah, this game finally released the new expansion to level 100. Let me just finish this cutscene here. I'll show you guys the company here in a second, because you were nice enough to join us here, gaming. And I do have some nice rewards if you guys wish to support this channel in return. If you wish. Anyway. Don't worry. I'll be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away. And do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, alright? Remember that I love you. I don't know the Final Fantasy universe that well, but even if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy, this game is probably one of the more beginner-friendly MMOs out there. So like I said earlier, this game has a free trial on Steam you can try, but I'm gonna be honest here. You may like it, or maybe you don't. This MMO is not for everybody, or Final Fantasy in general is not for everybody. We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that it will be all over very soon. Once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own Ruby tithe. There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them. And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Guardians have visited. Nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready. But I should be going to you. I came here to fight. Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution. I know that. I do. It's just, when I saw them rounding those people up. Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you better call us. For us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all. The story of Final Fantasy, either you're gonna like it or you don't. So even if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy, it's kind of like watching a movie. You either like it or you don't. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy setting. That's about the best way I can describe it. So I'm going to gonna temporarily mute the background music here. And yeah, JJ and gaming. I hope you guys are still there, but I do have my own fair share of emotes just to share in return. But there's a quick story for all of these, and I do have my fair share of horror games as well. But I would be here all day talking about them. Let me just quickly look up something here. So you guys did play Little Company earlier, right? Let me just look. It's been a while since I played Little Company, but there were some funny moments that I was able to do back then. So 6 months ago, we were able to find some interesting moments here.
Teleporter.
So this is an older version of the game, but yeah. So yeah, gaming. This is on my YouTube channel, by the way, but I'm just gonna quickly show you so you can get the idea. Oh, come on. Some games don't minimize well. Whatever.
Teleporter time.
That never gets old. That never gets old. That was the first time that happened, and I was having a good laugh. That was funny. And finally, this next video.
Oh, the parkour. Oh,
Oh!
I wasn't even ready yet. Yo, I'm sorry. Whoa! Hold up! Stop moving! Stop moving! Stop moving! Stop moving!
Oh, I have to die from a jump.
Alright, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. We're good. It's dead. Thank you.
Guy with shotgun. Guy with shotgun.
Is that Nutcracker?
Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Oh my god, I'm getting shot.
Come on. Oh, we have another.
Wow.
That was 3 nutcrackers. What the hell? I can take one. Don't move.
How Ruza is still alive, I don't know. There you go.
Where's this game teleported?
I couldn't move.
Teleporter time.
Yep. 3 nutcrackers. Whenever Ruza comes on to play with us, I always tease her about the 3 nutcrackers. How she did not die from that. Oh, that never gets old. And that was 6 months ago, by the way. No, well, here's the thing, gaming. What you just saw, those were 3 nutcrackers attacking at once. Nothing you could do about that. Oh boy, that was a nightmare. Can you deal with 3 nutcrackers at once in one confined space like that? Yeah, we were not so fortunate on that one. That was 6 months ago. Different game version, I know, but we ran that game on vanilla, so all the spawn rates of the bosses and stuff is random. I know you can adjust the enemies that can spawn, but I decided to leave it vanilla because that makes it interesting. But even with that being said, though, gaming, Little Company kind of got boring. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just that once you play it enough times, it kind of gets repetitive. And I know it's a lot more fun with friendlies or other people, but there's only so much you can do. So, and I also play lots of other gaming that is very casual, like Starship Troopers Extermination. Think Helldivers 2, but this game is much smaller and it's more casual friendly, so you don't have to spend so many hours grinding to get your stuff and stuff like that. There's also Void Crew. Crime Boss Rocky City is basically Payday, but I think it's a bit better in my opinion. There's also Sea of Thieves, Balloons, Phasmo, Party Animals. There's too many games. I'd be here all day talking about them. But yeah, my schedule is very limited, gaming and JJ. If you guys are listening, my schedule is very limited. That's why I don't do a lot of call-outs, because I'm so busy. So that's my community server right there, and that is my page, YouTube page, if you are interested. I always post highlights from games that I do. I know there's Twitch clips, but I like to post them into videos so I can control the pacing of them, so I don't waste your time. So, oh yeah, I got this community logo here that I'm wearing right now. A little bit of self-promo every once in a while. So you can buy this if you want, gaming. It's up to you. But yeah, this is the community logo that I'm wearing. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, there is this game called Grocery Store Simulator. I'm not sure if this game is fun to play with friends or friendlies. But it's co-op, so hopefully it's decent. I wouldn't know, but I would like to give it a shot. If it's not fun, I uninstall. There's also multiverses, but I'm not sure how much better it is with the patch notes. I don't know. But it's good to see you again, gaming, and JJ and everybody else. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do at least 1 or 2 more scenario quests here. So yeah, so every time you do, so when it comes to Final Fantasy in particular, I'm playing this game like it's a single-player story. That's what this main scenario quest is about. You're basically doing a story. You're basically getting a single-player story in an MMO. I mean, if you like MMO stuff, this game is for you. But I know it's not for everybody. It does require a lot of time and commitment. I tried Destiny 2, not for me. So Yugiri? Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs of these people. With me, we must hurry. Okay, so we are gonna... Yeah, no worries, gaming. Thank you again. Like I said before, if you ever wanna talk or hang out, I have my Discord community server if you ever wanna get a hold of me. And again, thank you, gaming. I have terrible memory with names. So, like Agnium, it sounds familiar, but I did not connect it 1 and 2 immediately. So thank you again, gaming. Oh man, I'm battling with a minor headache. I already took headache pills, but I still got it on my mind. I'll definitely look at your channel for like a little bit there and see what you are like. So. I hate when I get headaches like this, or a migraine, whatever it is. But anyway, I'll let you sleep. Thank you again. And this is something you can play together with me if you want, gaming. It's up to you. Thank you. It's always nice to meet new people. And especially if they really are interested and genuine about it. Alright, so... let's, I love it how the AI doesn't help me. Get rid of these. There's always at least one. There's always at least one NPC getting in your way when you do these quests. Ah, man, this headache is bad. Okay, Yugiri. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool, for when we are more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were our circumstances different, we could engage them directly. But for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. Ooh, just like a ninja. Regardless of your familiarity with such weapons, you are a veteran warrior, and I am sure it'll come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds his mark, he should fall within moments. Okay. They're doing this camera thing again. Oh boy. Jesus, we're doing this again. It's kind of gimmicky, sort of. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of gimmicky, but it's simple. The game is trying to give you an adventure. Even a person playing this game with a controller can do this. Easy. Okay. Okay. Alright, we just go to the other side of the river. Okay. Sounds simple enough. I wish I had more time to do the story, but whatever. That's for next time. Visuals do look a lot better in this upgrade. It's really nice. Thankfully, you can ignore the enemies and just run away. You don't need to fight every single enemy you come across in MMO, which is nice. Okay. Excellent work! They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Luminous. Once, it was the base of operations for the Garland occupation, until 10 or so years ago, when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now, the castrum serves as a little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Sure. Simple enough. So, okay, what do we have here? All right. And that did... And he's down. Okay. Okay, that was simple. Fine work. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way's clear. Let us move closer and see what's become of the villagers. Yep, I won't be surprised if something bad happened to them. Sir, the on from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly, you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It takes us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kit and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If you are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Cool. So, the next thing we're gonna do is the bar. So, is there anything else? Nope, that's it. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Okay, we got ourselves a stealth mission, but thankfully it's not... At least the missions in this game are not tedious. At least it is something that you can do regardless of what job you have. So... this will be my last MSQ. I unfortunately cannot do more. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna do the bard. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? Nope. That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They shall not protest. Okay. You have chosen one to your liking then? Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened to upon these spare uniforms, in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. This Kabuto and Tiku should match the Wugagi, Hakama, and Shoka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You'll need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Okay, so now I gotta temporarily, okay. Okay, so I gotta do another gear set. Another temporary gear set. So, here we go. So, what does my headgear look like? Yep, looks exactly like it should. Okay. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it how I don't have any more health, of course. That's pretty annoying. Gotta love it when you change to this gear, you're vulnerable. Can I go inside? No. Trigger. Really? My God. I'm just trying to complete this MSQ. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Let's finish this. Action and traits. There you go, finally. Seriously? That's so annoying. It gets triggered as soon as I get close, like really. I cannot even go inside the interior without triggering those things. That's annoying. I walk around, at least. Okay. Finally. So there's a... So that teleporter is gonna take us into the tower. Is it gonna be a dungeon or... Is it gonna be a dungeon or trial? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Get rid of this. Okay. So, what kind of a cutscene we get for freeing these, freeing the villagers? I had a feeling that the DPS queues for dungeons would be worse, so I did as best I could to get them close to level 65 whenever possible. So here we go. Here we go. Welcome back, JD. I'll finish this cutscene. Good to see you again, JD. How's life been? Hopefully you're okay. Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place, quickly. Dealt with them? Oh no, you didn't kill them, did you? No. Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse. To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live. Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma? You are Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. So yeah, JD, hopefully, if I remember this correctly, JD, hopefully your toothache or something was resolved or something. Because it's not cheap to deal with anything tooth-related. And I don't know if you remember this, JD, but yes, I still have the VR headset here on the side, ready to go. I haven't been doing a lot of VR chat since I've been focusing on a lot of other games in general that you might enjoy, JD. I don't know. Starter Troopers, Extermination, and many other games, to say the least. But, yeah, JD, I've been keeping myself busy, and there are some games that I try to play, but they're just not worth my time, so you get the point. But I've been having a lot of fun with this MMO, but it's a huge time and commitment thing, so... Well, we're not. And by the way, APP reloaded, JD, still not much of a change there. We're lost and afraid. We hate this. All of this. But we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we've got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, alright? Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful. Hopefully that surgery went okay. And I'm not here to pry about relationships, but hopefully that is making you happy at the very least. So if you don't have so much time because of a relationship, that's fine. That's actually pretty normal. So hopefully that relationship is making you happy. I haven't had much luck in relationships when it comes to personal stuff or intimate, but I hope to have one because I would like to have, you know, that closeness with somebody. And that's not family, of course. Elder, your face. We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends. Our family. Even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee. To sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are a salt in our wounds. If they only knew what you do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost. If Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman. Tell them whatever you must to keep your loved ones safe. Why would you? After everything. It's very depressing. Oh, speaking of which... let me get this done. One more. Cold War, I'm not sure if I played that, but I have Battlefield 5 and 1, but I focus on Battlefield 5 more. Okay, there's nothing here. Yeah, unfortunately I'm out of time, but yeah, I did make some progress today so that I can continue on from where I left off, so... Yeah, so to make a long story short, JD, this is the only MMO I have time for, Final Fantasy XIV, and the game does look a lot better graphically. The graphics, the facial details, and the hairs will look a lot better. It's a great looking game, and for a 10-year-old game to get an update like this is amazing. And the grass does look better too. Yeah, and even your computer can run this game if you ever decide to pick this game up. So yeah, I put the FPS cap of 75, and it seems to be a good balance. So unfortunately, I'm out of time, so I'm gonna log off here. But I do have other games that you might like, JD. Where some of them are very casual. No, JD. This is an old game. JD, this is an old game, so this will run. You can run this game very easily. This is an MMO after all, so you don't need the most FPS possible. Heck, even 60 FPS or 70 is already enough. This is not like a shooting game where you need the most FPS possible. So yeah, this game will run no problem. Yeah, so if you got any NVIDIA, make sure you use the FPS limiter or the NVIDIA control panels to your advantage. So yeah, I do have some games that you might be able to run very easily. Like I do Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not sure if it's for you, but I do that game. It's very well optimized. Starship Troopers Extermination. It's kind of like Helldivers 2, but in my opinion, a lot more fun and more casual, so you don't have to spend so much time grinding, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, JD. So yeah, JD, if you are still in a relationship right now, I'm not gonna pry, but if you are still in a relationship right now, do not squander it, especially if it's a good one. But be prepared that it's not gonna be easy. But as long as you are happy with the person when you met them, that's all you need. Thing about relationships is, are you happy with the way you met them, but don't expect them to change all that much. People's behavior and habits don't change all that much. That's my best advice I can give you. I would like to be in a relationship as well, but I have to realize what kind of a person they are when we meet them, and their behavior is not going to change all that much after you first meet them. So there's always going to be hiccups, JD. But the thing is, when you first meet them, you already know what kind of a person they are. So if that's something you can work with, that's all you need to know. It's never going to be easy, ever. But as long as when you meet them, that they like them for what they are when you first meet them, because don't expect them to change for you, because their behavior or personality is not going to change all that much. So that's something you gotta live with. So I'm still on my community server, by the way, JD. Nothing much has changed. So yeah, multiverses, Void Crew. I do have games here that are very casual, so you don't have to worry about grinding as much. Starship Troopers is also a very casual game. It's only 9 GB too, so I do have games in my arsenal that doesn't require a lot of free time to play, which is nice, especially if you have a busy life. MMOs are definitely not for everybody because it does take a lot of time, but I enjoy it personally. So I wish I was in a relationship right now, especially a decent one, but whatever. But we do lots of other games, so. Oh, and by the way, this community vote thing, JD, I finally got this thing updated. Some of them are casual games, some of them are very simple. You get the idea. So party animals you might like, maybe, I don't know, but it's also very casual, so you don't have to be good at the game. So I didn't forget about VR chat, but I have to work with what I have. So anyway, I'm gonna head off here because it's already getting late. But it's good to see you again, JD. It's really nice to see you again. I know it's been oh crap, I hit the freaking microphone. I have Dead by Daylight, by the way, JD. I'm gonna be honest, JD, Dead by Daylight is not a game I would play all the time because as a survivor, the game is kind of a hit and miss. There's fun to be had there, but I wouldn't play it too much. But I do have games on my arsenal, JD, that that you might like casually. I don't know if you've ever heard of Party Animals, but this is a game that your girlfriend might like. This game is very casual. You can play it on keyboard. You can keyboard and mouse or a controller. So this game is very casual as well. You don't have to spend so much time playing this game. And this is so goofy. Your girlfriend might like this game, maybe. And it's not to be taken seriously. It's very goofy. So Party Animals is one game. There's also Balloons, but again, you have to be in the mood for that. See if these can be decent. There's Phasmo. There's Void Crew, which is a simple game, but it takes like an hour to do a game. Starship Troopers, you might like this game. You and your girlfriend might like this game. This game is only like 9 GB on Steam. It's a bit pricey, but it's casual. You don't have to be good at this game. You don't have to spend so much time grinding this game. It's fun. Yeah, again, I can't convince everybody to play the games I play. It's just a suggestion because I know that not everybody has a lot of free time in the world. But this game, like I'm showing you right now, you don't need to play this game a lot. It doesn't take a lot of time to grind. It's something you can pick up and you don't have to touch it every day. So that's what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, by the way, JD, I have this community logo shirt, by the way. I don't know if you're the type of person to buy merch, but it's available in that store, by the way, and it gets shipped over. So, yeah, it's available. I tried Halo Infinite, JD, but I don't like Halo Infinite. That game is not even optimized either. That game was basically messed up from the get-go. If you're gonna play Halo, Master Chief Collection is probably the best choice right now. I am giving Halo the Master Chief Collection another go. Yeah. So even PvE, JD, Halo Infinite is just not fun to play. It's not even optimized either. I think you and your girlfriend, we can play together Halo the Master Chief Collection. And when it comes to the Master Chief Collection, don't download everything. Do not download everything in the Master Chief Collection. When it comes to DLC, just focus on Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Reach. That's it. Don't download anything else. Save your hard drive space. That's what I was told to focus on. Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach. And it does have PvE, so that's something we can focus on. I really tried to like Halo Infinite, but it's just not good, so. But at least we have this game now, JD. That's the main thing. Because I don't have that much hard drive space, unfortunately, and free time, so I had to choose, so. But at least this game is available, and this game is more optimized. Yeah. So yeah, I tried Halo Infinite, but it's not fun, and it's not even optimized either. Something about Halo Infinite is just not fun. This game, although it was messed up on launch, at the very least, I'm gonna give it another chance. Yeah. But again, it's good to see you again, JD. It really is. I've been trying my best to do all these games, but my free time is very limited to what I can do during the week. So, it's good to see you again, JD. So, don't feel pressured, but it's really good to see you again. If I had the resources to do this full time, I'll be sacrificing my privacy, but I don't mind. If you can make people's lives a bit less stressful, even just a bit, and I had the money to do this full time, I'll be happy to do that. Yeah, JD, like I said, I don't know if she'll like any of the games we play. If she doesn't, that's fine. I don't expect everybody to like the same games we do. But if she does, that's a bonus. Because everybody has their preferences set in stone, especially how much time it takes to do. So, anyway, I really gotta go here because it's like midnight already. Anyway, it's good to see you again, JD. And, oh, by the way, nothing much has changed. Things are more or less still the same here. Also, JD, if there's something that I did learn as well is limit your free time looking at your smartphone. I've been having a bad habit on that for years. But recently, I have been combating that. You can get dummy phones if you want. But I unfortunately need my phone for the authenticator when it comes to some games. But limit your time when looking at my smartphone or something. Trust me, it's better for your mental health. Anyway, it's good to see you again, JD and everybody else. I'll see y'all tomorrow.